DKNG is looking solid to break this zone. What is this zone? This zone has been really acting as a form of resistance for a while. So we broke out only to pull back because the market is also pulling lower on Friday, right? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, what is going on? Well, the market is doing I told you so kind of movement, right? So at this point in time, all we can do is to look for solid names for a pickup, right? What the market really did was to bounce back up after that pullback. So I'm looking at SPY, right? SPY really did bounce right off that 420 area, right? Bounce off, consolidate for a few days, and then push through into resistance, right? So we got to that resistance spot and pull back, consolidate, and made another attempt only to reject that same level of resistance, which also coincide with this trend right here. Looking at this trend, right? So right now we hesitated twice. The first time we couldn't break through, and then the second day tried and just dump, right? And just continue for Thursday and Friday. Okay, so now my expectation is for the market to base around 440, 438 area. That is my expectation now for the market to really base around that area. Looking at across board right here, look at how most of the sectors are red, but the only thing you can find right now is the energy side of things. Okay, looking at the energy, they mostly everything is in the greens, right? So for looking at a snapshot of energy side as well, you're going to see that most of them are just going higher and higher and higher. Even Chevron is at a 52-week. Look at that, almost at 140 area. And you see how they've been buying and buying since December, right? Since when we got that low, but the market was still holding up, right? All this energy sector was still holding up. So look at how this broke out of the 55 resistance spot and then just pushed right through. Okay, look at all pretty much Baker Hughes as well. Look at how we broke out. We're breaking out now, you know, from that area. So this can even really run into $30 in the coming days because it still looks solid. It hasn't really pushed much compared to the rest, right? But we're still making a headwind. We're still pushing in this case, right? Now, I have few stocks that I really want to share, and this one is still our popular chart demand, but however I'll be looking for stocks to buy, and the ones I will share, the ones I've already picked up in my portfolio as well, right? So it's a combination of the ones I already have and the ones I'm intending to buy, which also include AFRM as well, adding to that position. UPST, I'm planning on buying that as well. Teleduck as well, I'm planning on buying that as well. So now let's take a look at it on the chart real quick. Teleduck, right now, if you look at this chart, guys, okay, we've been really coming from a very crazy spot. Okay, so right now we've sold off a whole lot. We just failed so many spots. So now if you look at this trend and also tap right around here, which based around this area for a while and then sold right off, right? Look, earnings report is coming up on February to the 22nd. So I'll be expecting some form of a run up into earnings. Okay, past performance is not indication for our future performance, but I'm thinking that there's a potential for a bounce on Teleduck, right? So look at how we've been basing right around this area. Put that trend as well right here. Look at how we tried but we couldn't, right? So right now this is what I'll be watching at this time. Okay, I'll be watching this trend to see if something really happened in Teleduck, right? Our earnings report is also coming up, so I'll be expecting some form of a run up, into earnings on this. So that's the reason why I'll be picking some up, and it's going to be my long-term kind of hold. Also, we talked about PayPal earlier. PayPal, see how PayPal been coming from what the 310 level, and see what PayPal has been really doing, right? So all level failed, all level. Right now we're making new lows at this point in time. Look at that. Okay, so 114.73 was the lows, but guys, I'll be looking for a bottom bounce peak on these names because PayPal, I don't have a huge position yet, but I'm planning to pick up some on more on PayPal. Now taking a look at Upstart, right? Upstart right now we have this channel that I'm really watching on Upstart. Okay, right now we have this level that I got going on, and I also have this box. We're really consolidating around this range right now. Okay, so we have to break out of this zone for me to really think about picking up some, right? So this is the highs, and we're looking at this area as a support. Make sure this area, it doesn't break this area to the downside. Okay, so run up into earnings is what I'll be expecting as well. Maybe this doesn't play AFRM kind of pattern, right? But right now we've been consolidating around this 120 $190 zone. So keep an eye out and see if we can really take a dive at some of these names, because right now, compared for being here, we also have it right here too. So your risk is just gonna be this 85, 86 spot, but these are for long term hold. Talking about AFRM as well. AFRM right now, we see how when this stock really did push with the market and now selling off with the market. So this market is AFRM is a market condition based stock. So the market push higher, these I'll be expecting this one to move higher as well. Look at this trend as well. That is what I'm looking for. See how we broke this trend, push through, only to reject this resistance spot, which is our 83. Okay, if you draw the line there, you see how 83 really did tap into our level. Okay, so look at this area. That is one level. See how that area really respected that area, so acted as a resistance, right? Pull back, okay, with the market, and then boom, we're back at the lows. So looking at it, 45 because of the earnings report. So right now I think I'm looking for $40 or $45 area to really hold. The volume really did come in. Mind that a lot of people bought this in call options and on equity, thinking which is just gonna push higher and push higher and push higher on AFRM, myself included. I bought some calls thinking I'm gonna make some profit, but it ended up not working out for me, which is fine. So the calls will expire next week on AFRM. So keep an eye. I'll be picking some up around this 45 area if we see that price again. But right now I'll be expecting some action around the $55, $56 area. Okay, So that will be what I'll be expecting, some form of a resistance there. Disney as well. Disney did pop into their earnings. Okay, they reported $1.06 or so. Right now we got into resistance only to reject that level back down. So I'll be looking for this trend to really hold. What is the trend? I'll be looking for this area to really hold as a form of support and then bounce off that area. Okay, in the long term I'll be looking for 170 160 area on Disney, because I don't think this company is going bankrupt as well. Talking about FUBO, I picked up some more FUBO, okay, at this level. So right now I picked up some when the market really deep dive down, and picked up some around the $10 spot. So I'm expecting some form of a break off this zone right here. If we can break off this area, $12, we should be all right to continue our momentum, you know, higher. GGPI is another one. This is one I've been really looking at. Okay, right now my $12 is the zone I'll be watching for GGPI. Looking at $12. If we can break that $12, I think we should be all right. But right now this zone is going to be the pickup zone. See if it continue to push. Okay, with stop loss right below, you know, $10. This, mind you, this is for a long-term hold on that name. We're looking at CLR as well. This is our oil and gas stock. Okay, so I'll be looking for more to come. Even the signal is really showing strength coming in, right? So right now we broke out of this level, which is our cup and handle. That is the form we have right now. That is the shape that is really going on right now. See how we've made this U. Okay, we made this U turn right there, and look at that. We're just trying to make a cup. Okay, so now you have the tea or the coffee is so hot, right? So I'll be looking for a break off this level, which is this $60 spot. So we break that $60 spot, I think we can continue to push. But mind that we have this little double top right now, so keep an eye, see if we can break through that double top. $60 is going to act as a form of resistance, but I think the oil, they will be doing really good. Look at the light sweet crude oil futures right now. I think we tapped the 94.66 level. Okay, see how we've been really rejecting that spot. So that's why I said, you know, keep an eye out. The energy sector, they are really extended, right? So see how we tap that area, pull back. Now we are tapping that area at this point in time with what is happening in Ukraine, Russia, and all that. You know, I'll be expecting some form of a push through, right? Right now, keep an eye out on this area. Okay, so we got this trend line right here, and this, looking at the coincidence right there. See how, you know, if we can break down on this one and retap this area, that would be okay as well. But right now this area is going to be our resistance spot in the coming days, guys. Okay, that is for the oil. So if you're playing the oil, just be very careful on that front, right? ATVI is also another one that really did push after we picked up some. Okay, and right now we're really, you know, forming a shape right here. Not really a cup and a handle looking at it, but I think right now our resistance is installed right here. So this is going to act as a resistance in the coming days. If we can break through this spot and then revisit this 85, I think you know, ATVI will continue to push. Roku as well, look for a run up into earnings. This area is going to act as a resistance, okay? That is going to be our resistance spot. See, it just didn't really do much when the market was shaking hands, right? So see, look at how we can break through. If we can break through this area of 175, I think we can push right into, you know, 200, 190, $200 zone. But for now, I think you know, Roku will do good pending the market action, the market reaction in the coming days. I also have some more position on CLOV. It's cheap right now, right? So I have some on CLOV. I have some as well on Wish. Okay, Wish, I took some more position on Wish in anticipation of a break or out of this zone. So we can break out of this zone, I think we should be all right. But right now, my best bet is for Wish to push higher from this level, and I also have expectation for Wish to really did pull lower if it does. Okay, I have low expectations for stocks, but if they, you know, give me a good signal, that is really good. So for AMD right now, this is the trend I'm watching. Okay, I'm thinking that if this area, if we continue to pull back down, I'll be expecting this area back into this $100 zone. But right now, if you see, we have our 200 moving average right around this spot. Okay, so I'm expecting it to still hold this level. If it doesn't, that's why I said, you know, my risk, I will have to pull down my risks to that $100 zone for an add to my position. Okay, that is what I'll be looking for on that. But looking at the market first, again, right now, see, these are my lines, right? So we tried and just we couldn't. Okay, right now we pull lower and fail that 200 moving average, only to test this zone, right? So we're about to really see if the market will hold this level of 440, like I said earlier. So, you know, that is the area I'm expecting the market to really hold. Another one that I picked up again on Thursday and Friday was DKNG. DKNG is looking solid to break this zone. What is this zone? This zone has been really acting as a form of resistance for a while. So we broke out only to pull back because the market is also pulling lower on Friday, right? So at this point in time, I'll be looking for more action on DKNG. I'll be looking for some form of a push. This is one of those long-term holdings for me, as well as Square. I also bought some more on Square. So right now we can still really, I sold some on this push higher, okay, on Square. On this push higher, I sold some, and then that's remaining, that, you know, that profit I made, I added on the position. Right now we're trying to make a W shape, and that W shape is what I talk about, you know, the breakout. Those are my favorite kind of breakout. Look at how a W shape out, right? So I'll be looking for some form of a W shape out on this name. But right now we got earnings report coming in as well, so I'm expecting some form of action on this. So this area is going to be our area of resistance, 120. If we break 120, guys, I think we can, you know, solidly push on Square. So keep an eye on Square, guys. And looking at Tesla, Tesla really did perform last week. Tesla really did well, held up this area, 945, 950 area, only for the market reaction to pull this back down. Okay, so right now I'll be expecting Tesla to revisit the 850, 825 area in the coming days to act as a support and somehow double bottom out of this zone. That is what I'll be expecting Tesla to do. But for now, you can still look at Tesla and say, you know what, I can still pick some up here and see if they can move. But right now, guys, if this 850 doesn't hold, then I think we can still push lower into 825, 840 zone. Okay, I don't really think Tesla would, just tap that level. I think we can fake out some hands. Okay, some short hands right there. So we'll be looking for that area now. That is what I'll be looking for now. If Tesla hold this spot, then bounce off, that is fine. If Tesla fail this spot, then we'll be looking for area to consolidate and then boom, higher. Right, that's what I'll be expecting for Tesla to really do, guys. I hate to say this, but that is it for you guys, and hope you all enjoyed this analysis. But I decided to do it on Thinkorswim because I can clearly see more in terms of daily action. Even when you take a look at this hourly on Tesla, you see that the stock is really did bad. The hourly, look at how the stock did bad, and only to signal out on this name. So 850 should somehow act as a support in the coming days. So that's what I'm looking for. That's where my eye is gonna be, on Tesla, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. I will post the remaining chat up on Twitter and on Stock Tweet, so keep an eye out on those other stocks as well. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic week ahead in the market. Remember, trade cautiously, trade wisely, look for a long-term play, look for a long-term peak, and stop picking those stocks, those little penny stocks that just wouldn't do anything, right? And sell on the way up. Don't hold it to the moon, except long-term holds, right? Have a good one, guys. Peace and love. Bye.